Hello, my gnome family, all of those earth elementals out there. I am Abe with MysticGenMara.com, a small town mystic from the middle of Idaho. And today I would like to offer your July relationship and romance reading for the elemental energy of Earth, of course. And if you're interested as to why I read for the elements versus the zodiac, there's a video in the description as well as the links to the cards and decks that I'm using. And if you've never had your charts done, there's a link down there. It's not a sponsored or anything fun like that. It's just to a natal chart, and it gives you a report that has 10 to 20 pages of what all those little signs and symbols mean in those 12 houses. But there's also a section on there about your elemental alignment, which is pretty cool. So, with that, how I like to do my relationship readings is we look at the singles first, so Earth singles, and then we look at the Earth couples. We check out where the chakra energy lights up first, and then we pull some tarot to kind of get a little more clarity, see what's going on there. That way we can maybe step forward with a little more insight into our love and relationship energies here. These are general readings, so take what works, leave the rest for somebody else. And with that, we will get started here with your Earth singles. You're starting off in the energy of number 36, Integrity. I think this is throat chakra. This deck, there's a lot of information in this deck. So what I'm getting right off the bat is this is how you show up in the world, Earth singles. You show up with honesty. What you see is what you get. You say what you mean. There's not a lot of back and forth. Like, you don't really change your mind a lot, Earth singles. And that actually is something that makes you stand out. That makes people want to be around you. I'm also hearing that when it comes to conflict or any form of issue like that in any situation, whether it's a work relationship, romantic, or even friendships, you just go straight to the point. You're not going to beat around the bush. You have this drive to just get it over with and move on. So that's what I'm getting intuitively. So let's take a peek here. Because there's so much information with these cards, I do like to use the book with them, just so that we can get all of the information we can. We are in the third eye chakra. Sorry, I knew it was one of the higher ones, but I wasn't sure which one. So, the deity or the planetary link here is Saturn, so we're dealing with some stern father energy, but also ties fairly strongly into Earth too. And the deity here is Shani, the Hindu god associated with Saturn, wields a sword that symbolizes the cutting edge of discrimination and moral values. The fierce, spirited ox possesses the strength and determination to endure whatever is necessary to stay on the right path of behavior. If you watch the general reading for the month, we talk about righteous persistence a lot with I Ching. How they praise that. That's the right path of right behavior is a similar concept. So this is staying moral and ethical and doing the right thing for the right reasons, even when no one is paying attention or looking. And that's something, Earth singles, that you are standing up really strong with right now. So we are, keywords here, karma, law of cause and effect, learning through experience, hard work, endurance, maturity, discipline, integrity, restrictions, and morals. This sounds like it's a really uptight card for our Earth family here, but in reality, this is kind of your thing anyway. This is where your energy lines up. And Earth covers the zodiac signs of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So when we look at this from the standpoint of foundational energy, getting things established, finding balance, doing, even having some of those restrictions, what I'm hearing with that restriction energy is not so much negative restrictions, it's the discipline. And that's something that Earth, when you put your mind to something, you do have that discipline. It may not always be the divine aspect of will that comes forward, but it's definitely some will, and I'm hearing, I'm getting the impression as well that this bull energy that's on here ties into Taurus, but also all the other ones, because you have a little bit of a tendency to be a little bullheaded when something is the way you need it to be, and in a relationship, that can have two different energies. One, you're going to pursue and they're going to be like, ooh, cool. Or you're going to pursue and it's going to be like, get off me. And you just don't know when to quit. But what I'm getting overall vibes for the Earth family right now is this is that time where when you put your mind to, you know what, I'm going to make this relationship work, or I'm going to start this relationship, or the signs are there, so I'm going to pursue this until this person just shuts me down. And that's where you're at, is you're going to go through with whatever it is, but you're actually doing this in a way that intrigues the other person. They want to know more because you're showing up with this integrity, and they're like, what are you? Where are you coming from? And that's actually showing up really well for you. So people are paying attention this month. Your first tarot card is number 16, Life Experiences. And this is a major arcana card. So this is big life lessons, big energy. It could just be this month, but it could also be something that's planned out further down the road. Let go of belief systems that no longer work, an important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. So what I'm getting with this one is this is where that integrity helps you navigate as things go on. I'm seeing this card is tied to the tarot, so there could be some things that need to be taken apart in your life, and that's where you get to that gem of creation. You have all the parts available to you, but it's time to maybe look at things from a little bit of a different perspective. When you have this integrity energy and you're tapping into your intuition with the third eye, which is the energy where you're kind of sitting right now, what it's saying is this is the time to examine what you thought you knew about relationships. Examine what you thought about being single. How has that changed over the last little bit? I mean, you tend to be really set in your ways, but how has this shifted or changed for you? And when you start getting into that shift and that change energy, what lights up as something that maybe just doesn't work anymore? Like that's just not there. And you can let that go and move on to something even more promising. And that could open some doors if you're hunting for a relationship or you're kind of looking for that. That could open up doors to relationships that you never even thought about by just taking out that one piece that was in the way. And that's that life experience, because you've already went through this before. So now you can reflect and be like, well, that didn't work. Why didn't it? Your second card is the Six of Summer, childhood or children, the return of people or romances from your past, remembering events differently in a better or worse light than how they really occurred. This is where going back and reflecting, and it's interesting because both of these cards are bringing up the energy of looking back over the past to move forward in positivity and honesty. And when you look at things with the energy of integrity, Earth, this is saying you can actually be really upfront and honest with yourself, but just like the Six of Summer says, you don't have to be brutal about it. Remembering things differently, better or worse, be honest with yourself, but don't be mean. Because we are our own worst critics. That's a given. Like, I'm pretty sure every person who's ever judged their own cooking skills or crafting skills will understand that. Just because something happened in your past, it doesn't mean that you're damaged in the future. What this opportunity is coming up in July is you have the gift to reflect and see what didn't work, take that part out, and then reset the mold so that you can move forward. See what did work. Okay, well this worked. We're going to keep those over here. We're going to take this piece that didn't, we're going to toss that because it's no longer serving you. And that's where the integrity to be honest and upfront with yourself is coming through. This is not a time for you to, well, it was because of so-and-so over there doing, no. This is your reflection, not theirs. They can go do their own chaos over there. And for Earth singles, this is your time to actually go inside, heal what needs to be healed, do some inner child work with your shadow, figure out what's going on there, and that is actually going to uplift you. And like I said, if you're looking for a relationship, by tweaking and kind of rooting through what's happened in the past, you don't have to deep dive, just figure out what pops up first and work through that. It actually can open some doors for some really awesome awareness moving forward. So, Earth singles, you definitely have a little bit of work to do here. Nothing major, but you have the gift to do so because you're walking in integrity. So that is a powerful, powerful gift for you. With that, we'll get ready to hop into our Earth couples here. And before we do that, I would like to say, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the video, let me know what your thoughts, feelings, and impressions are in the comments down below. And just out of more curiosity than anything else, if you get a different intuitive blip when you are watching these cards popping up, feel free to drop them in the comments if you are comfortable with that. It's always interesting and fun, for me anyway, to hear what other people say when they see these cards. It's honestly, the tarot and most of the oracle cards I've ever worked with, they will tell an entirely different story depending on who's reading them and what their particular life experiences have been. And that is where we get the depth of what an oracle really is. So we're not going to go into an oracle right now, but something to think about. So Earth couples, ooh, you are starting off with a very foundation energy. This is your energy. We are looking at card number 1. This is root chakra energy. This is going back to primal. This is going back to foundation. And your card is named strength. This is saying you guys have a powerful, you and the relationship have a powerful, powerful bond, and that is actually setting up a foundation that is not easily shaken. Whether you are the earth energy or your partner is the earth energy or there's a combination going on there, this is your foundation. This is going back to the root of everything, and this is what's made your relationship grow, prosper, and expand. So you are in the right vibe here. I'm also getting the impression this is a time of new beginnings. So what I'm seeing right now is, if this is something that you've been wanting to work for, like expanding the family, having another one, adopting, however this works for you, this is the time when you really can tap into that energy. And whether it is popping a child out yourself or adopting, this is going to be the energy of where that creation starts to really build, because the foundation is laid. And Earth couples, your foundation is powerful, is what I keep hearing. So your energy, the deity here, is Mars. Mars is sometimes known as a warring god. He personifies the power to direct energy towards winning battles between wisdom and ego, which I like the way they phrase that. Exalted on Earth for surmounting obstacles and fearlessly fulfilling his duties, he embodies discipline and knowledge that is needed to evolve from the lower to the higher chakras. And your keywords are focused will, find your strength, resilience, taking action, processing your truth, a deep-rooted sense of commitment. Earth couples, I keep getting this feeling that you've been through some stuff together, and that's what's made your bond between the two of you really super strong, which is awesome. And what is coming through here, can't talk, is this divine masculine type energy that's saying, if we have to go to war, as a couple, if something challenges out there, you're going to do so, and you're going to do so ruthlessly and deal with what's going on. But as soon as it's over, you're back to home, like, okay, that's out there, we're done with that, we don't need to bring it home, just leave it out in the battlefield. So the energy here is beautiful. I'm sorry, I keep stuttering, but it's saying you don't need to worry about the outside world. Your foundation in your relationship is so strong and so stable. Your truth is, you know your partner is going to be there for you. They know you're going to be there for them. You don't have to worry about anything else. And that's allowing this new burst of creation to occur, is because you as a couple are so foundational and so structured that the rest of what's going on outside of your relationship means really nothing. Like, yeah, okay, you're over there being noisy and carrying on. That's not important, because that's over there. Your relationship's what's important, and that's strong, and that's really stable. Okay, seriously. Your first tarot card is Zero, the Dreamer, or the Fool in the original tarot. And this is a major arcana, so again, that big energy that's coming in. Embracing your true purpose, beginning a new adventure, trusting yourself. I keep getting that feeling, even from Strength, that there is something you guys are ready to begin. If you've never had kids, this could be that time of, you know what, let's have fun and start having them. Or it could be, maybe we need to adopt, or how do we want to do this? But this is the beginning of a new adventure within your relationship. The foundation is strong. You guys are in a really good place together. And now is time to look at next steps. This is a beautiful energy of the universe saying, what is it you want to do now? You've got your foundation. How high do you want to build this? How far do you want to expand? The foundation is strong. Where are we headed? And your second tarot, and that's interesting, you have two major arcanas, is number 13, Release, which I believe is, I want to say this is the Devil card in the original tarot. Let go of the past, an ending that makes way for, no, this is Death. Sorry. Let go of the past, anything that makes way for new opportunities and time to move on. Don't drag around the past. Earth couples, you've been there, you've done that, you've learned from it, and you've grown beyond it. There's no more reason to carry that guilt that occurred in the 5th grade with Mrs. Who so-and-so. You couldn't believe you even said that out loud in class. Or if it was in high school, oh, that person, I cannot believe I dated them. Why are you carrying that? You're not in that situation anymore. Forgive yourself, forgive the person, let it go. This card is not about endings, it's about sorting through and letting go of the stuff that no longer serves. Because your purpose currently, and I'm feeling this is a past and a future, your past is time to let it go, release it. It helped you get where you're at, so there's lessons that you will never be able to learn. They helped you gain and become the person you are today, which is an absolutely beautiful person, which is why you're in the relationship you are. But you have new energy coming in. You have the Fool. There is a new path, or the Dreamer. There's a new path ahead of you. There is a new... They're showing me this beautiful gateway that is covered in gemstones, and this is your path ahead. Make of it what you will, because you have the foundation, you have the strength, you have that Mars energy that we can conquer anything together as long as we're focused within each other. That means everything ahead is going to clear up. Now, does that mean there's not going to be challenges? Unfortunately, no. You're going to have challenges, but because of the bond that the Earth energies are coming in with right now, those challenges are going to be overcome relatively quickly or relatively easy. A solution will manifest itself. And that's the energy that's coming in, and that's where releasing that past, don't bring that guilt or shame or whatever is coming up in this moment. When you think about this, the first thing that comes to mind, that's the thing that needs to be let go of. When that comes up, sort through it, figure out what's going on, why is this still coming up, and then release it. Because where you're at right now, Earth couples, and I know I keep repeating this, is foundation. You are strong in each other. You have faith with each other. You also have a very strong influence from God Source Divine that's coming in here, and that's helped the bond between you, is because you know if there's something going on, you can pray about it, you can meditate about it, and you're willing to open the doors to communication. I'm getting a really cool breeze right now, that's weird. You're opening the doors to communication, and that's allowing you to continue to bond, grow that relationship even deeper. So take some time this month, enjoy each other's company. If work is getting too stressful, maybe it's time to lower your stress load a little bit. Figure out a way to do that. And I know that's not easy to do. The world is not going to let you let go of things easily. But leave stress at work. When you come home, you're with your partner. Why are you bringing, vent it off, get it out of your system, and then let it go. If your partner comes home and has to vent stuff off, hear it, accept it, and be like, okay, how are we going to spend the rest of the evening? That way you can let that stuff go, and it's not burdening either of you. It's allowing you to actually breathe through it and move into this beautiful energy. Earth couples, I am really super jealous of the relationship energy right now because it is awesome. Earth singles, sort your stuff. You are in a position to move amazing things forward, whether it's a friendship or a romantic one, and you're wanting to get into those things. Sort through the past. There are some things that need to be cleared out, but once those are out of the way, you have a beautiful path ahead too. Earth, this was an awesome reading. I love the energy that's coming up for you right now. Uh, Go out there, be amazing, smile big. You have the blessings of the Creator coming up with you. This reading says that very loudly. Um, with that, I will let you guys go. Have a great month of July. Again, let me know what your thoughts were when you're looking at the cards. It's always fun to hear. And I will see you in the next video.